Hello my darlings and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well, and if you're new here, welcome my dear. My name is Paulina and please join the family, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and also don't forget to follow me on Instagram because you know on Instagram we can quickly connect and a lot of stuff is happening. So guys, today I actually went through YouTube videos that were popping up and I saw that many people do a video 5 perfumes that leave a trail. So I thought to myself, okay, maybe I can do it too, but of course amp it up because I'm that extra, you know me. And I'm not gonna just show you 5 perfumes, I'm gonna show you 10. So I'm not gonna ramble, let's go ahead and jump right in, shall we? Okay, so the first one, even though this is not like super blind buy worthy, it's a bit controversial fragrance, not everybody loves it, but the trail is just good. And this is WOMANITY by MUGLER. Not the best bottle, of course, and of course it was reformulated. It's not as strong as it used to be, but it's still very strong. It's just more wearable, and I think this is the first reformulation in my career that I actually do appreciate, because the old WOMANITY was so strong that it was unwearable actually, even though I used to wear it, but it was very borderline offensive. This one is quite offensive too. It's a fig, salty, sweet perfume. There is fig tree, fig leaf, and the fig itself. It has very marine, salty vibe, if you know what I mean, but it's still very sweet and quite feminine. Saying it's WOMANITY, I really wonder what they had in mind, because it is quite a weird scent, but I love it. For some reason, I love it so much more when I actually wear it than when I smell it from the bottle. On the skin, for some reason, it turns it into a goodness. It's just so good. So this one is definitely collection worthy. Especially that it's getting discontinued, guys. So if you want to have something very unique in your collection, something niche quality, because this is a very like weird scent, but still quite wearable, I must say, especially after it's been reformulated, get yourself this one, because the sillage is out of this world. It's a really strong sillage on this one. So that's WOMANITY by MUGLER. The next one, I want to show you one that is just a no-brainer, because the sillage of it is just boom, like boom in your face. Very obnoxious perfume, and this is Swiss Arabian SHAGHAF Oud, aka Lancôme Oud Bouquet Dupe. So no matter which one you get, you are good. They are both very much beast mode, and I must admit, I am hunting down the Oud Bouquet. I really want to have the original in my collection, even though I said I would never get it because I have this one and they're so similar. But for some reason, I really want to get my hands on the Oud Bouquet. But it's very hard to get to, in South Africa. So I have this one for you. This is basically a sweet praline oud with a little bit of rose, very oriental fragrance. If you like oud, you're gonna love this. If you don't like oud, this might be a good introduction, because it's a very sweet, smooth oud. It's not bitter, it's not too indolic, if you know what I mean. So very nice, sweet oriental fragrance, typical oriental, you know, that oud rose combination, but blended so nicely with that praline. I really like it, but because of massive power of this fragrance, I really have to be in a mood for it, because this is not a fragrance that you just can wear around the house. This is a very strong scent. So SHAGHAF Oud by Swiss Arabian or Oud Bouquet by Lancôme, either way, very good potent fragrances. Okay, another one that is just so potent, guys. I love it. Every time I wear it, people go crazy. I don't know what it is about this perfume, but it really just kills everybody. This is a killer. and I love it. And this is RASASI Jasmine Wisp. Hi. Definitely one of my favorites. It's a very fruity perfume with amber and vanilla undertone. There's some coconut to it, and it is very oriental at the same time. Like, you get the best of both worlds. It has very much of a depth to it, but yet it's fruity and sweet. I can't with it. Let me just spray it, because if I spray it on myself, that's it. I'm gonna have to wear it. It's a new bottle, actually. It is so fruity and pungent. The main fruit alcohol that is here is passion fruit. That's what you're gonna go throughout the day with. There's passion fruit, there's coconut, there's amber, vanilla, and so much more. This is such a complex fragrance. Being a fruity fragrance, this is one of the best fruity fragrances I own. So Layukawam Jasmine Wisp by RASASI, love this. You have to get it, guys. And I know so many of you got it because of me. You have to have it. You have to have it. That's it. I'm done. I move on, as my friend Sheree says. Next one. This is gonna be very obvious, guys, and you know, I don't want to repeat myself and everybody, but it kind of deserves a spot here. And this is none other but Baccarat Rouge 540. And actually, I do have Baccarat Rouge Extrait de Parfum. Unfortunately, it got stolen that infamous night. So if I had the Extrait with me, I would say go for the Extrait version, because in my opinion it does last longer, even though it doesn't project as much. It projects very similarly, but it lasts longer, and it is, in my opinion, a little bit more sweet, and it has an almond hue to it. I personally prefer the Extrait version, but if you don't want to spend that much money, because it's way more expensive than the Eau de Parfum, go for this one. The Sillage projection is out of this world. Everyone will smell you, even though it's a molecular fragrance, so there will be moments that you cannot smell yourself. It happens to me very often, but then I just turn around, move my hair, and I still get whiffs of it. On clothes, it lasts for days. I actually have a dress that I wore to a wedding back in August, and I washed it twice already. It was in FedEx box for around 2 months, and when I took it out, it still smelled like Baccarat. So this is just a proof that this is a very good lasting fragrance with an amazing sillage. Even though you cannot sometimes smell it on yourself, you will smell it all over the place, you know what I mean? So yeah, the projection is fantastic. This is one of my favorite fragrances, even though it's so overhyped, but for a good reason. I love it, and I'm sorry I'm featuring it so often, but I just cannot live without it, and it really ticks all the boxes that I like, you know, the longevity, the sillage, everything is in place. So that's Baccarat Rouge. Just quick mention, because you know it had to be here. Another KURDJIAN that I just cannot not mention here, because the projection, the trail it leaves is just so intoxicating, and this is Oud Satin Mood. Of course, again, they have the Extrait version as well that I haven't tried, but this one is good enough. This is a beautiful, sweet, smooth oud with a lot of vanilla. There is some violet to it. Very beautiful. If you compare it to the Oud Bouquet or SHAGHAF Oud, is definitely smoother. This one is definitely sharper and even sweeter. This one is a perfect balance, if you know what I mean. If there are some things that bother you in this one you will probably love, because it's so well blended. I just love it. You know, it's, even though it is in your face, it's not so in your face that you cannot stand it. I love this perfume, and this is quite new to my collection, but I just cannot live without it, and I've already said it, this is my favorite oud so far. Beautiful, non-indolic, non-bitter, non-barnyard, perfect oud. So that's Oud Satin Mood by KURDJIAN. Okay, next fragrance, again a little bit more controversial in terms of not everyone loves it. But I do have to have mood for it. And with this fragrance is that it is long lasting, but the projection of it, the sillage of it, definitely wins over the longevity. And this is Orchid Soleil by Tom Ford. As you guys probably know already, this is the only orchid that I like from the whole range. And this is a tuberose scent with whipped cream. These are the main notes that you're gonna get. It does have that satin lotion vibe as well, but not so much so you cannot wear it in winter. This is a all year round fragrance because it is very strong. I really like it. It is quite dusty though, so you have to be prepared for that there is some nasty, dusty hue to it. But this is a beautiful fragrance nevertheless. And sillage that it gives is just so intoxicating. Everyone will smell you when you wear this. So that's why I love it mostly. I love mixing this fragrance with some softer ones. For example, I love mixing this one with Eau de Soleil Blanc, also by Tom Ford. It gives it more roundness, you know. This is quite sharp, but I really like it. There is also one girl that I watched her video on YouTube. She doesn't post often and I don't really remember her name. I don't even know if she has YouTube anymore. But she mixes it with Mascara Hindu Kush, which gives you a super strong bomb. So, you know, either way, you can soften it down with something like Soleil Blanc, or you can really amp it up with something very unisex. So it's a very good mixing scent and good on its own. Very unique smelling. Sillage, 10 out of 10. Another 10 out of 10 sillage, and I think it will be the case with most of their perfumes. And I'm talking about Santal Noir by Christian Dior, and this is their private blend range. Oh god, I love it, guys. I love it. I love Spice Brand, I love Ambre Nuit. I did a full-on Dior private blend video, so you can go ahead and check it out if you're interested, but this one stands out so much. I think out of all of them, this one is definitely one of the most potent when it comes to sillage and the most long lasting, along with the oud ones. But this is not a nude, this is a sandalwood fragrance with a fruity undertone, but a very resiny fruit. So that's why I absolutely love it, and fruity comes from the ambrette in here. So definitely unisex, but very sensual, very sexy, very like, oh, just SSS, sexy, sensual, sultry. There you go. Sillage, 10 out of 10 again. Love the private blend. I'm surely gonna get more when I can get my hands on them. So this is a winner. If you want to invest in your fragrances a little bit more, these are winners. Okay, now an oldie but a goodie. Again, I know it's been reformulated, but it still wins. You know, it still wins, and this is Alien by MUGLER. I feel like Alien Oud will give you even more oomph. I do own Alien Oud, and I just don't have it with me in South Africa, but it's even more potent. If you like quite barnyard oud, because it is quite strong, go for the oud version. But this one is very much enough for me. On clothes it lasts for days, and the sillage is that everyone can smell you. So, you know, I still don't have any problem with Alien, even though it's been reformulated. I love it. This is, you know, my ride or die fragrance. I always have to have it in my collection, and this says something, you know, because I hate short living fragrances, if you know what I mean. I like something that I can smell on my clothes when I put them in a wash, and this gives me that still. So Alien by MUGLER, love it. I want to show you one Montal only, and it's not because the others are not projecting or don't give you sillage. They of course do, but this is the one that really stands out to me in terms of that, and this is Rose's Musk. I love this fragrance. This is their typical rosy, musky Montal fragrance. This is Montal in a bottle. I love this, and I know that Kim Kardashian's makeup artist also wears this. So it is unisex. To me, it definitely leans very feminine. I wouldn't like my man to wear this. But the Sillage is fantastic, fantastic. I love the rose in it, even though it's artificial. It's very sweet, but very, very potent, and just, you know, it just takes a cake when you wear it. So I highly recommend checking it out. You know, I love Montals, even though I don't love bottles, but I love them. So that's Roses Musk, and they have Intense Roses Musk as well. So if you want to have even more oomph, go for Intense version. You know, when they release Intense, usually go for the Intense because it's just better. Okay, now I want to show you, last but not least, this one. And even though, again, I cannot smell it too much on myself, I'm getting very, you know, I just cannot smell it. That's what I mean. Everyone can smell it on me. And this is Rouge Malachite or Malachite by Armani Privé. It is a little bit towards Alien Family, but it has a lot of pepper and sage in the beginning. Also, there's a lot of tuberose, which tuberose I really, really adore because it's not as dusty as, for example, Tom Ford tuberose. This is a very smooth, sweet, beautiful tuberose, very mature, but yet you can wear it anytime, anywhere. If your nose is trained, even if you are a teenager, you can totally wear this. I love this fragrance, and I will surely get a bigger bottle when I run out, because this is, again, something that I just need to have in my collection. I'm planning to get even more of the Armani Privé range, again, when I get my hands on them, because it's very hard here. Nevertheless, really, really love it, and the Sillage is just fantastic, guys. Fantastic. It gives you that a little bit of scent and lotion vibe, like a beachy vibe, but yet it's very classy, very sophisticated. Just great fragrance. So I guess that's it. Was it 10? 2, 4, 6? Yes, it was 10. Finally, I think this is the first video that I counted my fragrances right. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you liked it. Leave me down a comment below, what would you also put on this list. I was thinking of so many more fragrances because, you know, I am here for good Sillage, but these are the ones that I really can stand by and I can count on when I need it. So thank you again. Please don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Bye!